Welcome to Art Madness Airbrush Edition. We are glad you made it back again. We didn't know we were going to be back, but we're back. And we're back with incredible artists from all around the country. We have folks from California. We have folks from the New England area. We won't talk about the Patriots, though, will we, Dan? And we also have folks from right here in Ohio, where our home office is, near Cedar Point. This again is Art Madness Tournament, the 1 week only Airbrush Masters Challenge. And we have some of the best in our company represented tonight. We're gonna do a few rounds, but first of all, we're gonna learn where these folks are from. And I'm gonna start with Marco over to my right. Marco, could you let us know where you're from, how long you've been airbrushing, and what park you possibly intend to return to?
Gotcha. What's up, everybody? I am representing California's Great America. I have been with Commons for 14 years, since 2006. I think the math adds up. I've been airbrushing for 14 years.
Nice.
Yep.
And what city are you in?
San Jose, California.
Nice. And have you ever done any jobs for like Google or any of the big tech industries out there?
Not here, but we did get sent out to Washington to do the Microsoft one, I believe.
I was there with you.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, that was some kind of job, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
But anywho, we won't tell them about the horror stories. Thank you, Marco. Thank you for joining us. And let's move on to Mr. Jesse over there. Please unmute yourself from the Carolinas.
Hello.
What's up, Jesse?
Hey. Yep, from the Carolinas, representing Carowinds. I've been with the company for 17 years, but only airbrushing for about 9.
All right, Jesse. Now, before you started at Carowinds, did you only start airbrushing Carowinds, or had you been somewhere else before?
No, I had to learn airbrush because I was moving to Carowinds. So I went to Chicago in the middle of winter and stayed in the sort of attic of Becky and Heather and did like a 3-day boot camp where I got to do nothing but sleep and paint.
That's awesome. And actually, one of our masters, Kathy Hogan, she kind of showed me the way for a couple of weeks, and that's where I got my airbrush chops to some degree. And I thank her for, I guess, hitting me with the belt a few times and telling me how to practice correctly. But nonetheless, Barb was kind of in charge of helping your training, correct?
Yeah, once I did my boot camp, then I went to Texas for like a park training with a bunch of people, and Barb and Len were the secondary trainers for me.
Awesome. All right, Jesse, we appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Let's go over to another Miller here, Nick Miller. Let's give him a big welcome, round of applause.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Hey. I am representing Cedar Point from Sandusky, Ohio. I've been working for Commons for 15 years, and I started in airbrush. So.
Okay, and you started in airbrush. You started learning caricatures recently, have you not?
Yes, the last couple of years. Doing caricatures, our wood shop, all kinds of stuff.
So wherever you're needed, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, Nick, thanks for coming on in. And Mallory, let's see where you're from.
Hey, I'm from Kansas City representing World of Fun. I started off at World of Fun. World of Fun is where I'm going back to. And my home department is in airbrush. I've been airbrushing for about 9 years.
And do you do any other products or mostly airbrush?
I can do it all. Everything in my park.
I like it. And we've sent you to some strange places, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. Deep in Kansas.
Yes. Did you go do that Montana job for us?
I did not.
No, okay.
I did not.
Well, we'll send you there next year.
All right.
Let's hear from the New Englander, Dan. What's up, man?
There we go. Hey, I'm Dan. I'm from Six Flags, New England. This is my 15th year with Commons. I started at SeaWorld San Diego and I've kind of been all over California. I started brushing the air in 2009 at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom in Vallejo.
All right, and let's see that hat. There you go. The Patriots are back. All right.
Some of
Thanks.
them are back.
All
of
right,
them
man. Thanks for coming on in again. He also competed in the caricature round 1, and it was a close second, but he came in second place. Anywho, let's move on to Lance. What's up, Lance? Where are you from?
Hey, I'm Lance, and I'm from Vallejo, California. I'm representing Discovery Kingdom, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom.
How long you been painting?
Since 2013, so that's 7 years.
Doing the math quickly, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Lance, thank you so much for coming on and competing. And last but not least, did we lose somebody?
Yeah, Jeff Muniz just left us.
There he is. Last but not least, we got to hear from Jeff.
What's going on, everybody? I got
Hey.
to turn down over here.
Nice.
Well, I'm going 14 years now with Commons Art Shop. Started over at Pennsylvania at Dorney Park. Took my skills over to SeaWorld, which was pretty sweet. Got to draw a bunch of Shamus. That was awesome.
Nice.
And now I'm over here in Dallas, Texas, working over Six Flags.
Awesome. Thanks again, Jeff. He also competed in the caricature round, and so he's back for, would you say you're more comfortable on the caricature easel or on the airbrush easel, or equal?
I'm equal.
Okay. Depends on the day, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, we are going to move right ahead into the speed round. Now, I'm going to tell you what the speed rounds are going to consist of here for the airbrush artists. We are going to use 2 different fonts. We're going to use the script font. We're also going to use the print font. We also do a scratch, but we discounted that. So the artists are going to alternate names like we would see in a very busy event, like a bar mitzvah or a graduation or an after prom. We're not going to do any white highlights on these. We're just going to do script and print. And then we're going to do a drop shadow on each one of these names, as well as alternate between blue and pink airbrush colors behind the names. Now, they have a list of the most popular names between 2018 and 2020, which is our names like we see at many events. And they're going to try to do as many names as they can do in 7 minutes. Now, I'm going to ask the artists to disqualify any names that they do not feel proud of. And we have Ken, the brewer of Seville Hyman. Say hi, Ken.
Hey, guys.
He's in there. He's in the background. He's not a ghost. He's going to be commenting all night long. Right, Ken?
Oh, yeah. I've got a whole list of dad jokes.
That's good. And so you also are the keeper of time. He's going to give us time notifications like what, Ken?
Well, they've asked for a 30 and a 10-second update. So tonight they'll get a 2-minute, a 30-second, and a 10-second update.
And then when they're done, what does it sound like, Ken?
It sounds just like this.
Okay, a big buzz, which is what Ken likes to have frequently.
I'm working on it.
Hey, there's my notification. I got an email. I'm busy, folks. Okay, so we're going to get started in just 10 seconds, and that's going to be 7 minutes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast a track, Ken. Okay, again, this is the speed round, and we're going to paint as many names as we can in 7 minutes. I'm going to get caught up on the chats here. I see some old friends like Len Hernandez is there already. Len says, get it. Rafael Ruiz says, go, Dan, go. And it looks like Dan's got his Wonder Woman costume tonight. Speaking of Wonder Woman, where did Tom Brady go? Ben, do you know that?
I feel like he might be ignoring at this point, but
That's fine.
wasn't it the sunny state of Florida?
I believe so. I was surprised.
And I think that he's running Derek Jeter's old house. just if you were interested.
Somebody said, dang, I looked away for just 3 seconds. Lance is killing it, says Tim Hooper. Catherine Ruiz says, it's my Wonder Woman costume, and he didn't ask to use it. Okay, Jeff, we're missing a view of your shirt, Jeff.
You got a lot of elbow.
You got a lot of elbow there. I know he's got a big bicep, but you're gonna have to spray around it. He's been working out a lot on the quarantine. He's juicing. How much time do we have, Ken?
Oh, you know, we got about 4 minutes and 40 seconds in this round.
Now, does that track go down just one smidge?
You know, I tried. How about I switch up a little bit? I think we can go to something here that might be a little easier on the ear balls. Ooh, that was hot, huh?
It was hot.
Coming in hot, man.
Well, you know how those ravers do it, man.
I'll tell you, I was sweating listening to that.
I needed water. I need lots of water, Ken. That's all I
Yeah,
got to say.
I'm real dry right now. I had my glow sticks out. It was crazy up in here.
Sponsored by Commons Art Shop.
Oh, not a shameless plug, but very nice. Except for when it disappears.
That's right.
Hey Mallory, can you scoot over just there? You go.
Or angle your board. We don't want you to paint uncomfortably, but we do want you to paint uncomfortably.
I like it. They really get into it, and then they don't even care if we see it or not.
No.
Hey, did you hear the rumor about butter, Jeremy?
Oh boy, not sure if I did.
Well, I'm not going to spread it.
All right. I had a joke that was even worse to go off of that one, but I won't go there. Because it's, you know why, Ken?
Why is that?
Because it's leg day.
It's PG-13.
Yes. Now, I must say, Jesse's script is looking pretty dang nice. Not that the others aren't. But he's got that kind of on fleek scriptness.
Fleek, look at you talking like the kids.
Yeah, from 2015. Kim Hooper's got she's got some teenage kids. Are they still using the on fleek business? I don't work in the parks anymore. I just go to bar and bat mitzvahs, and I don't hear on fleek there.
Hey, you know what you call a man that can't stand?
What's that?
Neil.
Nice.
Well, I missed the 2-minute warning, guys. It's 1 minute and 50 seconds. I was working so hard on my dad jokes.
Jesse, you might want to get some color in there because those won't count unless there's color. But you can do you, and I'll do me.
There he goes. He's going for the color now.
Yeah.
And he's got 90 seconds to finish it. Oh,
I could tell a bunch of my friends aren't watching me live because they're texting me now about non-related items.
Oh. Well, here's some dubstep to help you read those texts.
And then once you guys are done painting, if you are muted, I will say go ahead and unmute yourself so that we can have a frank discussion. Marco, Marco, Marco is what people are cheering here. Somebody's just having a conversation. They say, "Hey, Dave, what's up?"
We got. Very soon, I'm going to give you. Okay, it is now the 30-second warning.
30-second warning. I don't know what Dan has planned, but I'm sure it's wondrous.
He also asked for a 10-second warning, and I will be giving that soon. Ten seconds, guys. 5. And time.
All right, brushes down, brushes down. Unmute yourselves. Round of applause. Now that's one way to get pumped up there. Let's start with Marco. What did you end up with, Marco?
Let's see.
Get him a
I
little
wasn't
closer.
counting.
Okay, let's count them.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
Let's see. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23. I think Abigail spelled incorrectly, though.
No way.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, why you do that to me?
All right. So 23 for Marco. Let's move on to Jesse. What do you have, Jesse?
All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't count. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17 points for Jesse. Moving on, we're going down to Nick. What's up, Nick? What'd you get? You're muted. There you go.
All right. I have a black that wasn't my friend, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 points for Nick. Now, your black paint is problematic, or your brush? Halfway through, I was good. But
okay,
the first
cool.
half was
By the
rough.
way, anyone that's using the snorkel caps that I sent, please keep those push-it pins handy. There should be a little small air hole kept clean. Otherwise, it'll explode right on your living room floor or wherever you are. Garage is not a problem. But yeah, keep those push pins handy. Mallory, let's go over to you and see what you have. Is Mallory there?
I'm here now. Okay. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
27 names in 7 minutes. Wow. Can you bring it a little closer to the screen? I want to qualify that these aren't screen printed. Look at that. Oh, we got some black there without haze behind them.
Yeah, I didn't count those.
You didn't?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. We just want to make sure you're being honest. There's a lot at stake here. A lot of money. All right. Dan, what's up, Dan? What do you have?
Oh, he's muted here.
He's muted. Dan's muted.
There
you go, Dan.
I got less than Mallory, that's for sure. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I can't count that one. So.
Okay, so 22.5. All right, we'll give you the half pointer. Moving on to Lance.
Oh, I got.
Those look really good, by the way.
Thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20.
20? All right.
21.
21 for Lance.
21.
Jeff, what do you got, bud?
All right. Well, I was blown out the water. This was a nice little warm up, though. I would say that was a good warm up. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right.
13, 14, 15, 16.
16, kind of like the Browns on game 1, huh? But we won't bring that back up. But nonetheless, it looks like we have a winner. 27. What was it? Mallory had the most?
Yeah.
How many did you have?
Mallory.
27.
27 names for Mallory. All right, Eric, if you could keep track of those points and a little background music for me, Ken. And we're going to give these guys some time to change over their shirts. And we're going to move right on to the park style standard design. Now for this standard design, we're all going to be using the same colored paints. We're going to use black, neon green, Caribbean blue, red, and fluorescent pink. Those are the only colors we're allowed to use. They might be a little bit different than the colors we use in the park on these designs. Now, the only preliminary qualification we gave for this was it was going to have to be a beach scene. It can be the double-hearted beach scene. It can be a single-hearted beach scene. It can be a circle. Any beach scene that you want to do. We want to incorporate palm trees. This is a standard design. And we're going to throw a name on there. Why don't you go ahead and paint your own name on the standard design? Is that cool, everybody? And the standard design is going to be done in 10 minutes. And I'll get a thumbs up from all the contestants when everybody's ready to get moving. Jesse, okay. Nick, thumbs up.
Is this 8? Isn't this 8 minutes, Jeremy?
I have it down as 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so this will be 10. And you guys ready? 10 minutes starts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're off. Now again, this is the standard park style. Now we will that you folks at home, as well as the managers and regionals around the country, are going to be able to vote on this category. And the way you vote is you open up another window or use one of the devices around your house or have your nephew or your grandchild show you how to use the device. But you want to vote at shopcommons.com. Just so you know, you can order artwork from any one of these artists. Custom artwork, t-shirts, hats, you name it. Just send us an email. Visit us at shopcommons.com. And again, we are going to need your help by voting for every category tonight, including this park style, beach style scene. So again, what website was that, Ken?
Oh, you were talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, I was actually thinking about stepping into my little beer cave for a minute while this was going on. So I'm going to disappear for 30 seconds.
Okay, I couldn't see you anyway.
Okay.
It's hard to get support around here these days. Big fun. Christian Erman says, I love that. Well, Marco's off and running. Eric's telling me to close my eyes. Here's my notes. Not my email, Eric. It's something the IT department installed on my device. It is my email. You're right. Sorry. What do you want?
I'm back now.
He's back. So just like that, the brewer of Seville is back.
Yep, I had to get something to drink. I was very parched.
There's that sound of the airbrush top.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of reminds me of when I was working at Geauga Lake. Right
Sounds like a good time.
It was a good time. Right next to my office, there was a caricature stand on one side, and there was a airbrush stand on the other side. There was almost a theme song coming from the airbrush stand at all times. It was kind of like a techno beat.
Yeah.
Show. They kept the flow going though. But once you hear that air, man, the guests stop, turn, in order like that. Right, Dan? Dan's on mute. This design is looking quite nice. Nick's is looking good too. Nick has his own music over here. He doesn't like your tunes on the ones and twos, man. I think he's listening to Coldplay.
Coldplay. He's dreaming of paradise. Hey, have you ever tried to eat a clock, Jeremy?
I have not.
It's very time consuming.
Thank you. Thank you. Gotta hand it to you, Kent.
I'm here all night, folks.
Yep. Gotta save face. So I've been notified that this is considered a standard design, okay? So when you're voting on Shop Commons, you'll see a number of different categories. You don't want to move ahead and vote for your favorite person for the whole night. You'd be wrong, right, Ken?
That would be right.
We want to go to standard design and cast your
Oh.
we still have quite a bit of time for them to finish the standard design.
5.5 minutes.
Again, shopcommons.com. Keep that up on your second window. Get yourself a new window, open your browser, open up a second device, and vote on there for the evening. Kind of like Oscar, type stuff.
Oh, I can't hear you. There's a lot of air going.
That's what your wife said.
Kind of reminds me of back when I had a job collecting leaves because I used the leaf blower. But back then I was raking it in.
Ah, I think they call that snuffleupagus. I'm gonna get back to the chat and see what people have to say.
They're probably just rubbing their temples listening to my jokes.
Right. Ah, the sound of airbrush. Let's see what Kirsten has to say. What's up, Kirsten? Kirsten says she feels like she's laying on the beach somewhere looking at fancy shirts. Amy Smith is rooting for the home team, saying, Nick Miller, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I could go for a chicken dinner right now.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A is good.
I like a good chicken sandwich.
Right, yeah. Cast your votes at Shop Commons, and you want to vote for the standard design on this. My text is blowing up as the contest.
Well, careful, don't let it hurt you.
You know, those phones get hot.
They do. And we're at 3 minutes just for the record here.
3 minutes left?
3 minutes, well, 2:55 now.
I think we got a Tony Miller sighting there on the internet. I think I saw. And Lisa Rockwell, still listed as Lisa Everett. So your theory last week might be true, Ken.
It might be. It's been a long quarantine.
It has been a very long quarantine. Apparently, how many days?
About 6,327, I think.
And counting.
Yeah.
One more Bernie Who incidents has there been.
Hey, how do they vote? Tell them how they vote again. Somebody just asked.
ShopCommons.com. Right there on the homepage, there should be a big button that says vote. And while you're there, you can browse around and purchase some art. Because guess what's coming up in just about a week, Ken?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's called Mother's Day, and there are lots of gifts that can be purchased on Shop Commons, including some very cool new silhouettes that we have up. And then we also saw some nice names that are able to be purchased. And, you know, plenty of artists. If anybody wants an Airbrush shirt, I'm sure Jesse will hook them up.
We are down to 1 minute and 35 seconds.
All right. Make your final motions here. And then we're going to go right around the horn and talk to each artist and have them say a little bit about their design.
You know who I don't trust?
Well, I don't want to say it out loud, but I'll let you.
I don't trust stairs because they're always up to something.
All right. All right. Very good. Very good. So Tony Miller.
1 minute left, guys. 1 minute.
1 minute. He says, my birthday, Jeremy. Jeez. Today's your birthday, Tony? Nick can confirm or deny if that's true. Nick is
No, it's not.
It's okay.
It's not true.
Next
I
one?
hope not.
Yeah, you didn't. You're like the worst brother award right now goes to Nick because he missed his brother's birthday.
30 seconds, guys.
Yes, the voting for the website voting is Shop Commons. And it looks like Shop Caymans. ShopCamans.com. There's the big buzzer.
That wasn't. That was a fake. That wasn't me. That was a false buzzer.
Wow, what was that?
I don't even know. But we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Now that's the real. That was weird. Did you have like enchiladas like I did?
No, that wasn't even me. That did
Okay.
not come from me.
Jeff, we are going to start with you. Unmute yourself and let us give us a good shot of that design you did and tell us a little bit about it.
What's up? So, yeah, man, I was trying to hit up all the colors to see what I can create over here.
Little closer. Little closer.
All right, there it is. So I was trying to go for a little bit of a red, pinkish sunset, and try to give it some extra colors just to complement, to add some little bit of complement into it. So I added that green and blue. I was trying to see, pretty much inventing over here as well. So yeah.
Okay, so there's your beach sunset, and it's heart shaped with your name in it. You love yourself, and I want to see you in that tank top. Post it on Facebook later if that's cool. He just chuckled.
Definitely.
All right, Lance, let's see what you have. Talk us a little bit about your design there.
I just went with the 2 colors. Well, we got pink and the blue.
That looks nice.
Thanks. Yeah, I just try to emphasize more on the sunset without the yellow. So.
Right, and then obviously you've got your name spelled correctly. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
And the highlights.
I sure hope so.
You made those very clean. And what did you use for that stencil for the sun?
The bottom of my spray fixative.
Awesome. Nick, let's move on up to you and see what you have. Represent Cedar Point, Nick.
All right. So I have this. It's a beach scene.
To your left a little.
Oh,
To
which
your
way is my left? This way.
Left.
My right.
Yep.
Your
That's
other
my right.
left. Yep.
All right. So I have my name. I have a beach scene. I have it bedazzled because that's what you do when you are painting for Detroit. And you have a roller coaster and, of course, a palm tree, because what is Cedar Point without a palm tree?
Correct. There are lots of palm trees at Cedar Point. None of them are authentic, but they are there.
Hey, Jeremy, can we have whoever's already given their or shown their paintings? Can they hold them towards the screen so people can see?
Yeah. So just keep those paintings up until your arm cramps up, and then Mallory, go ahead and talk about yours if you would.
All right, I got my beach scene. I love a big juicy heart, so I had to use a heart. I tried to incorporate as many colors as I could into this. Sad I can't use yellow, but I like how it turned out. And there it is.
I got to tell you, I don't see green on many sunsets. You guys' improvisation and use of green is awesome. Name looks good too, and it's spelled correctly as well. Bonus.
All right.
Dan, moving on. What you got there, Bleeding Heart Federation? You're muted again, Dan. Yep, there he is.
Ah, there we go. So yeah, I got a heart. Thought I'd throw some wings on it. Wings are nice and airbrushy, a little extra fun.
Is that because you're like from the Boston area and you want to pay homage to Aerosmith?
Yes, that's exactly it.
I knew
Nailed
it.
it. How did you know? Yeah, my name is too small, so I did two names. That's my smoking hot wife's name underneath.
Nice.
And our anniversary date on the bottom. And I didn't bother with green. I figured red and blue was enough, and made a little purple with the pink and blue as well.
And you also retrofitted this design back to 2013.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I'm feeling very nostalgic as I look at that. Thank you, Dan. All right,
Absolutely.
Marco, what do you have, Marco?
So just like Jeff said, I actually try to incorporate all the colors as well. I don't like how green mixes with either of the colors I had, so I kind of gave it a little separation with the white.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to overpower with the red, so I just put that just at the tips.
Awesome. And you got the double palm tree and a very nice, did you use a stencil back there for your son?
Yeah, I just used one of the bottom of the bottles.
Gotcha. And then Jesse, we've heard from you already or no? Jesse? Yeah. Are you there, Jesse? Jesse?
Yes, I'm here.
Did we hear from you about your design yet?
No.
I didn't
So,
think so.
yeah. So I did the heart sunset. I opted to go with double palm trees. I didn't want to take away from the sunset itself, so I put the name at the bottom because I thought the sunset looked pretty nice. I also didn't use many colors. I only used the fluorescent pink and the Caribbean blue. So I kept it pretty simple with my color choices. I didn't think green mixed well with either, so I wanted to be able to blend my colors.
Well, thank you so much, everybody. And if you guys want to get your votes in, I see that voting is going to be closing in just a few seconds at shopcommons.com. This will give you guys a chance to change off your shirt and have a little background music, if we could, Ken, as we parlay into the next and tally up the votes and the winners for the beach scene. And there's my nice little bongo there. I like that. Makes me feel
That's just for you. Just for you.
And we do have a winner for the beach scene.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for the beach scene is Lance. Let's give him a round of applause. Nice job, Lance. It was super clean. And he has won that round. We have Mallory as the winner of the speed round, and Lance is the winner of the beach and standard design round. So we are going to move on to the next category. And this is going to be a sassy category. And this is going to be, let's see. This is going to be, are we doing the graffiti style, folks? Or are we going right to artist choice now? What do you guys have on your list?
I have the graffiti.
That's what I have as well. So I wanted to make sure we didn't cut that. So what we're going to do is go to the graffiti style. And how much time do you have for the graffiti style, Ken?
I have 10 minutes. Is that right?
Yes, and I'm actually having a conference with you on that because I sent myself the wrong notes.
Uh-oh.
We're going to use the same colors, and we're going to do a graffiti style. You can use the bubble or the block, and we're going to use a 7-letter name. Is there a 7-letter name you can think of, Ken, that you could throw out there that each and every artist is going to paint the same name?
Oh, geez. Hold on.
Start counting.
Kenneth.
Kenneth. So spell it for us, Ken.
Kenneth.
Kenneth. That sounds like a cheer.
What's
All
the
right,
frequency?
So, exactly. So bubble or block.
Spell that again real quick.
Kenneth.
Got it.
And so we're going to do this graffiti, bubble or block styles. Trick it out. We're looking for line quality. We're looking for inventiveness. We're looking for color application. And we're also looking for, as Kathy Hogan said, overall grooviness. And we're going to start in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're off.
A little funky New Orleans.
Thank you. I needed that. Because there's a lot of graffiti in New Orleans.
Yeah, there is.
Did you hear that in my fake scent?
I did.
Yeah.
This is kind of a groovy song to go along with some groovy graffiti.
It is. Let's see. I'm getting texts here. All right. Ah, I got this text a little too late. My wife wanted me to have Leilani's name painted.
Oh!
But Kenneth trumped it, I guess.
Yeah. You know, speaking of names of daughters, you as a drummer, I would have thought you would have called your, if you would have had twins, this is, I think you would have been Anna 1, Anna 2.
Oh!
Waka Waka.
Waka Waka. Now, in all seriousness, we do have...
Oh, you know what? Everybody's muted. We probably want to hear that.
We want to hear something.
We want to hear that air.
Yeah, we dare to push air. Unmute yourselves, folks.
I'm going to unmute everybody. Boom.
Boom.
I think.
No, you didn't. You
I
unmuted
tried.
yourself, Ken. There you go. And they've already learned to tune me out. That's good.
I can't even unmute them, I don't think.
No.
I don't know.
Maybe Eric can. Mallory, Jeff, Lance, Nick, somebody hit unmute. We want to hear some air. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
There we
Sounds
go.
like you're changing tires there.
Yeah. It was just my enchiladas talking.
Oh, yeah.
Skylar Server says, Ken, my girlfriend literally just laughed and said, I love his jokes.
That's right. See, it's awesome. I'm telling
The thing
you.
about Ken's jokes is he also likes to tell them while people sit on his knee because he plays Santa Claus.
I actually sat on Santa's knee last year.
Yeah.
And he told me I smelled really good, and I told him he smelled like candy canes. And this all happened at a brewery. So.
Now, Mallory and Marco, we have only back at this point. Okay. We know that Marco is a supporter of number 30.
Good old number 30.
Yep. Any number 30s you can recall, Ken?
Is it what happened at 30?
Any number 30s that you can recall?
No. It doesn't come to mind right now.
No. Lots of 23s, 17,
33s.
33s, yeah. Larry Bird. Who misses sports?
Oh, I miss sports.
Well, with Art Madness, we've figured out a way to incorporate sports and art together. Since with the absence of March Madness, we decided to do it in April. April starts with the same letter as March. That's exactly why, but it makes sense.
You know, one thing I did figure out while I've been off on this this quarantine is I figured out how to cut the ocean in half. You use a seesaw.
Nice.
Jeff's elbow. Jeff's guns are in the way.
Yeah.
Not the air guns either.
Stop swinging with the boys in the school with his feet flying up in the air. Singing "Hey Diddle Diddle" with the kids in the middle.
Oh, it sounds like there's a helicopter taking off.
Yep. Anybody
Ground
know that
control
song?
to Major Tom.
Yep. I thought that the Boston boy would be right on top of it.
I think he's too in it right now. Sounds like a hurricane up here.
I think we need somebody to match the music.
Holy Moses.
I don't know what happened there, but
They're really going hard. That's all I can tell you.
I think it might be somebody's cat playing with the microphone.
I don't. Yeah, that's a real powerful air gun. That's all I can say.
David Smith. He thought. So I see that Jesse is going with the bubble, while Nick is going with the block. Marco is blockish. Dan is blockish. And Jeffrey is blocking his thing with his bicep. No, I'm just kidding. And Lance
Nick Miller has eclipsed his as well.
is once again killing it with the block and the green and the blue. And Mallory is already oozing slime like from Nickelodeon. Remember that's called gacker.
It was on You Can't Do This on Television.
Correct. Showing our age a little bit.
Yes.
Did you watch that show, Kenneth?
Oh, I did. And I was probably like 7 or 8, maybe. I don't know.
Who was your favorite character?
Oh, man, it's hard. Oh, I think Alanis Morissette was on there when I used to watch it. Oh, yeah. I would say her. You ought to know.
You ought to, exactly. That's ironic, isn't it?
Don't you think?
Yeah. But anyways, we can vote for our favorite artist and our favorite design on shopcommons.com. Again, we also have gifts that can be purchased there, or gifts for yourself that can be purchased there. We can draw your dog. We can draw your cat. We can custom airbrush a shirt. We can do a custom caricature for you. We're ready to do anything. If you want anything custom done, just email us. Event services. If you want a quote to have one of these artists come out to one of your once-in-a-lifetime events, or twice in a lifetime if it's marriage, you can hire these artists right for your wedding. There's nothing that says a wedding like an airbrush artist, right, Ken?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because the white dress is very good canvas to paint on, so to speak.
It's a nice day for a white wedding, Jeremy.
We did have somebody hire a face painter for a wedding, and I just thought about if they hugged that bride. Oh, man.
All bets are off, Jack.
Correct.
We're coming up on the 2-minute warning right now.
2-minute warning.
Not quite yet, but we're coming up on it.
Looking good, Dan, is what we hear. Barb Burke coming in with some authority saying Jeff is popping.
2 minutes.
There's no graffiti voting section on the website, I've been told.
Uh-oh. Somebody's dropped the ball.
Kathy does say that they are looking groovy. So, I think I may have sent the same notes.
Oh, it's advanced lettering style for voting. Advanced lettering style.
Yeah. That's why I didn't know, because I saw the words advanced lettering style and I couldn't read it. It was too advanced for me.
That's what I thought.
So you want to cast your vote at advanced lettering style, which in this case is going to be groovy graffiti style. Vote for your favorite. I did call it advanced lettering style. That is correct.
1 minute. 1 minute to go.
That's before we knew it was going to be graffiti only. Sorry, Bill. Bill programs our website. He does a great job. Not fishing. Booby trapped him.
Yep.
He was known to do that on occasion. How much time we have, Ken?
We got 45 seconds, my man.
Okay, 45 seconds. And then we're on to our last round of the evening. And then it's another round of sorts, right, Ken?
It is one last round of sorts.
Bill is the official vote collector, not the debt collector, but he does do both for the office.
15 seconds.
And once you guys are finished, if you could hold your shirts up towards the camera, and we'll go right around and talk about them briefly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, airbrush is down. There's the big buzz, right, Ken?
That was the buzz.
Yes, it is. We're gonna start with Mallory. She's got it front and center. What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Are you proud of it?
I like it. I want to use white so bad.
Right.
But I love slime, as you can see, so I had to incorporate some slime. Kind of gives a little bit more of a pop, and yeah.
Awesome. And now moving on to Jeff. What's up, Jeff? That is popping.
What's up? What's up? So yeah, so I was gonna go for a little bit of a Fresh Prince Bel Air theming going on, but then I was like, nah, it's been done. So added a little bit of extra work, little splatters here and there, a little bit of patterns within the letters, and then added some a starburst.
It's looking awesome. Lance, let's move on to you.
Is I change colors. I use green, and so
Nice.
green and blue for me, and I try to keep it a little simple as well too.
Right. So sometimes less is more,
Yeah,
except for
Sometimes.
pizza.
yeah.
Now, Dan, let's move on. Let's check out what's happening on this brick wall. Now, this is like back alley type stuff.
Yeah, well, I figured Ken's bringing the comedy. We got to give him the brick wall for his stand-up routine.
Nobody in this crowd knows back alleys better than Dan. So let's see what you have there, Dan.
It's a dark time in my life. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Kenneth. We got. I did a little bit of blue in with the green, just kind of give it a little extra something. And I
Nice.
didn't really want to color the bricks. I wanted to keep it a little more simple. A little splatter effect around it, but that's
Now
about it.
You put your blood into that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to Cedar Point's finest. Nick.
All right. I did some swirls inside with the blue and the pink. Went in with some
Nice.
slime and some bubbles around it. Add a little bit of a drop shadow and tried to keep some of the white up at the top so it has some lightness to it since I didn't have white.
Okay. I think we lost you there all of a sudden. There you are. Wait, there he
Oh.
is. He reappeared. And every single one of us, the swirl inside, Nick. So.
Yep.
Boy. All right. So who did I miss? Because now that they got shuffled. Did I do Marco yet?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Marco, did you
So I really pushed on the graffiti style of it.
Yeah.
So wanted to incorporate cool tones. But I wanted a little pink in there just to make it pop.
Awesome. And now, did you haze that also with the blue behind the green?
Yeah, so just right on the outline of it.
Because the hot colors come to the foreground and the cool colors recede, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Art school did me well, I suppose. And you as well. All right, Marco. Very good. Thank you. Jesse, let's see. We talk about yours yet?
No, here we go. Trying to get my camera situated. There we go. So yeah, I decided to go with the bubble. I thought everybody would be doing block. I wanted to try something different. And I really took my time with some of my shading because I did not use any white paint. So all the white highlights that are inside of the letters are just the white from the t-shirt. Same with the shading on the big pink splatter that we got going on back there too.
That's awesome. And it kind of reminds me of the Bubblicious logo, if you've ever chewed gum.
Yeah, it looks like some bubble gum.
Yes. All right. Thank you, everybody. I think we've got everybody to speak a little bit about their piece and a little traveling music, Ken, while we tally the votes.
Oh, I'm sorry. The boss was texting me there. Jeez.
Oh, okay.
He was just telling me that he thought that Jesse's shirt would be perfect for me if he did it on a 3XL.
Well, you know what we could do? We can cut that off, and then I could put an iron-on patch, and we can put it on the back of your AC Slater jean jacket.
Nice.
I think he just squeezed into it.
All right, so while you guys switch over to your last and final shirt, we're going to tally the votes here. And we do have a winner already.
Wowzers.
And guess who it is, folks? Lance again. Lance wins as well. Round of applause with one hand. It's kind of like levitation. Okay. We are going to be moving on to our final category, and this is a 15-minute category.
Artist
Again,
choice.
Yes, this is artist choice. This means they get to do whatever they like. They do need to can actually keep in mind that this is a 15-minute timed event, and we are going to look for overall grooviness, overall line quality. We're going to be looking for colors, as well as use of negative space and the white of the t-shirt to help bring those highlights forward. Use your highlights if you like, use your shadows if you like. Hopefully you gave it some thought. And we do know that Dan was deep in thought about this particular item. So we're anxious to see what Dan brings it. Nobody irons a shirt out better than Dan with his thumb. I mean, that's...
Man, look at that.
We went up that. So how's everybody doing? Everybody ready? Thumbs up. Again, cast your votes on Shop Commons. And we are ready to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blammo. So take this time and like or subscribe to our Commons channel here. Like to see you back.
I have to go get another drink. I ran out again. My cup ran dry.
Well, Ken, I've got nothing for you there.
30 seconds. I'll be back.
Okay. But anywho, we started this just 5 weeks ago with our artist Final Four with caricatures. Now, the caricature artists battled for 4 weeks, and we got to our Final Four last week, and that the champion, the victor, was Dino Castelline. He basically won by just a couple of votes, squeaking out the second place overall with Brian Oakes, who just did a live feed on the ISCA, International Society of Caricature Artists website yesterday. We caught that as well. But we wanted to say this is a 1-week challenge, and we may come back to revisit Airbrush later on this season. But we have a very special announcement that we are going to start next week. And this is by very popular request. And our theme parks and our zoos are unfortunately still closed. We still have hundreds of artists across the country waiting to participate. We are going to come back with another category to add to our hat here, and it's going to be face painters. Body artists and face painters are going to be starting up next tournament, and it's going to be a multi-week tournament. So we already have a large list of face painters and supervisors and managers that are going to be participating over the next couple of weeks. This could be a 3-week event. This could be a 4-week event. We'll keep you posted next week. But tune in, like and subscribe right here at Commons Art, our YouTube page. Visit us on Facebook, visit us on Instagram, and keep commenting up there. Let us know what you think about these art competitions. We're going to be back here right again next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Western, Pacific, as they call it out there.
I'm back now, just so you know.
Oh man, I'm parched. Now I need a drink.
Hey, why did the tomato blush, man?
Let's hear it.
Because it saw the salad dressing. Woohoo! That is tight.
Yeah. Well, you're not on commission because you're on celery.
Oh!
Vegetable jokes, folks.
They're coming at you fast and furious now.
Now, this is artist choice, and the artists are getting to do whatever they like, using the colors they like. Highlights, shadows. Ah, I see what Nick's going after here. He's going after the pop culture.
I see a lot of number 30.
Mm-hmm.
Marco, there you go,
There
buddy.
you go. Oh, now I see what he's doing.
Oh, fancy.
I think I get it.
You got a little bit of Wonder Woman's cape in there too.
Yep.
There we go.
What's funny is Wonder Woman only got 3 stars.
Perfect.
Kirsten is impressed with somebody's ability of quick comebacks. I'm not sure if it's mine or yours, Ken.
Dave Smith had a good one. He said, "Let us pray" for that last joke.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. We all should take this on the road.
Not a carrot in the world.
Oh, beautiful. I have nothing else.
How do you like them apples? This contest is bananas. Okay.
Hey, what do Tupperware and a polar bear have in common?
I don't know. Let's see.
They're both looking for a tight seal.
Nice.
By the way, that's a Dino Caster
Oh
line.
man, I don't know if that's clean enough, Ken. I don't know.
Wait, a polar? No, it's.
Okay,
Don't
PG-13,
they eat-
Ken. PG.
Don't they eat seals? They eat seals. That's a,
Oh, okay. Seal of approval then.
all right. Seal.
Okay, I hear that Jeff is looking good, and I'm not sure if they're talking about his shirt.
I think it's the guns.
Yeah. I think Candace is on board here. And maybe she's going to be one of our face painters in the next upcoming week.
So whose faces are they going to be painting?
We are going to send out lifelike replicas of your face, which has
Oh, that's awesome.
so they won't be able to get to the cheeks.
No, because they're going to have to work around the facial hair.
Yeah. You want to crop dust the people with your appearance, Ken?
For just a second?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Crop
Oh,
dust them.
here comes,
Here comes Ken, the timekeeper.
maybe. Oh, wait. There it is.
Show us that beard. There he is. Very studious. He started growing that on day 1 of the quarantine.
All right, I'm out of there.
Okay.
You know, nobody else wants to look at this pretty face for too long. I have a voice for radio.
Yes, you do.
Face for radio, I mean.
Okay. I saw where you're going with that.
Yeah.
How much time do we have, Ken?
8 minutes, 25 seconds.
Okay, so they're about at the halfway mark.
Pretty close. I mean, if you knew how to do math right, yeah, we would be, but. Uh-oh.
Skylar is asking how to get on that face paint list. I would say you would send an email to Dan because he's compiling a list for me. Send an email to Dan Atherton that you would like to be included. I would not wait very long because we have a very large list just from hearsay. Now that it's been officially announced and we know that the entire company is watching, as well as their friends and family, it's going to be quite the lineup to get in on face painting. But keep in mind, you will have to have a face to paint.
That's one of the prerequisites.
It's going to save face. But anyhow, we want to remind you that you want to vote for your favorite design, your favorite artist on this particular design only at Shop Commons, shopcommons.com. That's shopkamans.com. You can't spell .com. I'm not going to spell it for you.
It's not DOT.
It's not.
Oh, Marco's going for the obscurity there. We got a lot of number 30.
Yes. The jugular. Jeff is going straight raver. Let's see what he's doing here. While Mallory brought back one of our old friends. And Dan's getting bloody again. always with the gore with this guy.
We got 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
6:15. Brandon Bickery saying Marco is killing this one. It does look pretty dang good. What's funny is when the other artists are hearing these comments, not yet to be able to. And I think Jesse may be doing your song. That's awesome.
That is pretty badass. Oops. I mean, that's sweet.
Ass is an animal, Ken. You're okay.
That's right. That's right.
We often reference the ox and the ass.
I think PG-13 will allow that word.
Correct.
Yeah.
People were angry because my flowers were too small last week, so I had to bring the larger flower in again.
I see that. That is pretty awesome.
I learned it by watching Magnum PI.
Oh, but you don't have a sweet stash like him.
I don't, but I do have the short shorts on like him.
Oh, do you?
Yep, but we're going to leave that out of this picture.
See, I have, I figured you don't see me. Why can't I just wear underwear?
That's correct.
We got 4 minutes and 35 seconds.
So just under 5 minutes.
This is a long
cast
round
your
here.
votes for your favorite piece, your favorite artists. And do that at shopcommons.com. Also keep in mind Mother's Day gifts are up there. We can order special Mother's Day names, or if you have a nephew or a cousin that you want to do a custom letter brush art piece for. We have many artists out in California and a number of other artists around the country that can do letter brush art pieces. Any of these artists that you see airbrushing tonight, you can email us at eventservices@commonsart.com. We can get you a custom item airbrushed directly from them. And we will be back again at 8 p.m. next week to start our body art tournament, our face paint body art tournament, which is next week. So like or subscribe right here at Commons Art YouTube page. Check us out on Instagram as well as on Facebook. We'll keep you posted. Just say hi. Hopefully very soon we'll be back in our theme parks, at our airbrush shops, at our caricature shops, at our face paint shops, at all of our other shops around the country in 62 theme parks and zoos. We'll be ready to be rolling as soon as it's safe to do so. The governor and the president say it's safe to do so. But many airbrush artists were ahead of the curve. We've been wearing respirators and masks for many years.
Hey, Dan. How do you spell Seville?
Seville.
All right, cool.
That's like Cadillac, right?
That's right. You know, you mentioned artists wearing respirators. Do you know what a house wears?
What's that?
A dress.
Nice.
Oh, man.
I promise you this is our last category of the evening. These jokes will be rolling right off.
I might be 3 drinks in. I don't know. 4.
I think we did lose an artist. Who did we lose?
Who did we lose?
We lost Nick.
We're at the 2-minute warning, just for the record. 2 minutes to go.
Yep. I'll text Nick. Oh, there he is. He must have some of that Buckeye internet out of Sandusky, Ohio.
Yep.
Either that or all of his kids upstairs are on Wi-Fi at the same time. Which is
watching something else on YouTube.
Yeah, right. I'm going to go ahead and say that Nick probably has the most children out of this round.
I would not even venture to guess.
Right.
When we get to the end here, we're gonna switch to speaker view when they're showing their t-shirts. So make sure everybody holds it nice and close to the screen and gets everybody a good view of it.
Awesome.
I know who I'm voting for already. So
awesome. I tell you what, you're gonna have a few more minutes to finish this design. How many minutes now?
50 seconds actually.
Okay, so just 1 minute essentially to cast your votes. So we keep the polls open 30 seconds after the completion of the design. We're gonna go right around the horn and talk briefly close-ups of these awesome designs that the artist made. Robert says that I want the Bat Joker in my life. Well, if you email event services, 10 seconds left.
No, now 10. You're hearing what you want to hear.
I do. What?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there's the big buzz. All right. Awesome job, everybody. Let's start with Jesse. Jesse, if you could hold that a little closer to your particular camera, and everybody cast your votes at shopcommons.com for your favorite piece in this category. Man, these look good.
This is pretty epic right here.
Yeah.
It's kind of small. I gotta get them better light here. Hold on.
Your lighting's
Yeah, I got all screwed up there.
nice.
All right, so I decided to try to do like a Ken skull with the beard flowing, Brewer of Seville kind of logo type deal for him.
Nice.
So we've got the skull. Get that a little closer. For the skull, I pretty much only used the blue and the black for a little bit of shading and fading. And then that red beard of his and the red accents around the scratch lettering. Because that's, I think, the only type of lettering that wasn't represented today.
That looks really cool, Jesse. And now you didn't, let me see the top. It says Brewer of Seville at the top, correct? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. So that I can't really fault you with the hustle. You're hustling the host. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm looking for votes from him.
All
So
right.
hopefully I have at least one.
Nice. Marco, let's move on to the, thanks, Jesse. Let's move on and check out your Batman. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, obviously I want to do something Batman, but I had the lime green and the red. So I'm like, oh, why don't we incorporate Joker? So I went somewhere in between and got both.
Can you bring it a little closer to the screen so we can see some of the
Sure.
details of your
definitely.
background? I see there's some detail in there. Oh man, you got the ha-has in there.
Yeah.
That's
And then
gorgeous.
I've done a portrait before where I did the two light sources of pink and blue, and that's what it reminded me of. So I incorporated that in here.
I dig it. And it's kind of like that split personality thing too, huh?
Yep.
All right. Awesome with the highlights too.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marco. Lance, moving on to you.
I did like a play on the skull. It's not really like super realistic, but like kind of more stylized. You have the cracks on the back kind of acting like secondary horns. A little bit of some smoke coming out from the crack.
It's a little Geiger-like.
Yeah. He does play like a huge part of some of my kind of style.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I dig it. It looks like it's ripping right out of the shirt. And thanks, Lance. We're gonna move on to Nick. What you got there? He's still with us, I think.
Yeah, I'm here. Well, I gave up on my black, so I just went in with all the colors and just did Tiger King because it's
Nice.
very popular, and that's pretty much it. Just went in with all the colors and wrote with the paint because I figured it would stand out the most. So
Now, is the paint problematic or the gun?
it's the paint, I think.
Gotcha. Is it like
Yeah.
all clogged up or something?
Yeah, it's machine gunning.
Mm.
So but it's cool. It's good.
Got it. Well, you know, Tiger King will do it. So thanks, Nick. Let's move on
Yep.
to Jeff. What's up, Jeff? What do you have?
All right. So, I mean, we can all guess what I have going on here. So, yeah, went for Tiger King. Decided I wanted to draw a tiger, make it nice and cartoonish. I was going back and forth in my head. Should I make it realistic or should I make it cartoon? I was like, 15 minutes. Cartoon it is. So, went for green because, you know, we're not allowed to use orange. So, thought creative. You know, it's a cartoon. It's my own world. Let's make it colorful. So, made a green tiger, gave it a crown with pink diamonds, you know, and then wrote king at the bottom.
Nice. Now, can we see that background a little bit closer?
Yeah, man. Some swirls and just some daggers lines in the background.
Looks good. Thanks, Jeff. We're going to move on to Mallory right now. What's up, Mallory?
Hey, so I went with a cat because cats are cute. So stay positive. But that was appealing. What's more cute than a cat with some bubbles, right? Yeah, that's it.
It is cute. Awesome. I like it.
Thanks.
Now, Dan, let's move on and see what kind of stuff you got going on here. Oh, sweet. Dan, you're muted.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, so I also did a skull. I went with kind of pop art colors. I figured these would be fun. I didn't want to go too dark with it, but skulls are fun. You can kind of do whatever you want with them. Also, Fright Fest is a big deal at our park, and it might be the only time we're open all year this year, so I want to get my Halloween spirit. And I also have a little bit of sputtering gun with the red as well, but that, you know, for the background, that's nice and easy to get away with it. Just more splatter.
Awesome. Now, can I see right off to your left there? You got almost, oh, you have the pink behind the red. I see.
A little bit of pink, make it pop a little better.
Okay, cool. So we left the voting open just a little bit longer on this one because we had a lot to take in. And Bill is going to be tallying up the votes. So let's have a little traveling music. And Eric, if you could also return the gallery view before we make the unveiling of the winner of this particular category. And then we're going to tally up the votes for the all-night overall winner for this particular Airbrush Masters Challenge. So hang in there for just a few seconds. We will remind you again next week, 8 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Central and 5 p.m. Pacific. I got it that time, Ken.
You messed up Central, brother.
Okay, either way. They know what
7
time
p.m.
Central.
7 p.m. Central.
Ah, I was in the
8
mountain.
You were, and we don't have anybody in the mountains.
Oh, we do. We do, Ken. Okay, so we want to be back here, right here, with the Commons Art live Art Madness body art face paint round. The tournament starts next week, and we are looking to get our votes for this particular round here. We don't have one yet. We don't have a winner for this particular round. We want to thank all the artists that participated tonight, and we want to also thank the artists for bearing with some of the temperamental airbrushes. But if you airbrush, you know that things are temperamental. And I think we do have a winner in.
We do.
For this particular round.
Oh.
Okay, so Marco is going to win this round. Let's give it up for Marco. Round of applause. Now for the votes for the entire evening, we put in the number of names that they painted in the speed round, plus all of the votes they received all night long. And I believe we have an overall winner already. If Bill could give me the thumbs up, if indeed I'm reading this correctly, it says overall winner is, and I don't want to give it away. I just want to make sure that I'm reading this correctly. Could you text it to me again, Bill? It might be about 30 seconds. I am reading it correctly, he says. So we do have an overall winner for this evening, and it is Marco. Let's give it up for Marco.
Whoa, thank you.
Great job,
Thanks,
Marco.
everybody.
Great job.
So
Go, Marco.
California,
Go, Marco.
just as we suspected, California still knows how to party, whether it's the North, whether it's the South. Marco came out, maybe had the advantage because it's just a little bit near dinner time out there where it's late in the East. But we want to thank everybody for coming in this time again. And please view us again right here next week at 8 p.m. Eastern for the start of the Body Art Face Painting Tournament, which is going to be a multi-week event. Thanks again. Until next time, thank you all for signing on, and please like and subscribe. We will see you next week.
Peace.